Is this even legal?
Yeah. I ordered it on Amazon.
At long last, we've received our Vive development kit. For those of you guys who are not aware of what that is, you've probably heard of Oculus, VR, in general, stuff that's coming along. The HTC Vive is a VR headset that is very special because it comes with two positionally tracked controllers, as well as it uses 2 laser stations to track it. You'll come to understand it very clearly. It's probably easier to show you. This is a future box. This is the most futuristic. We've received a lot of packages here. This is the most futuristic package we've ever received. Have a whole bunch of documentation.
These are instructions?
Bunch of documentation.
Oh my gosh.
Coming from, this was put together by Valve. Valve is making the system in collaboration with HTC. HTC is working on the hardware end, and Valve is creating what's called Steam VR software, which is the platform in which it'll be running.
This device emits
Slick
radio
packaging.
frequency signals.
Alex is reading about radio frequency signals, and I'm opening up a box of future. There she is. Right there. This is the only missing tool we had to developing a game. We work on art assets, but now we can actually get into the fun stuff, which is the controls.
Yeah, we can actually play the game.
Here are controllers. So these little stations are going to go in the corners of our room and emit lasers, which then positionally track these controllers as well as the headset. So you wear the headset, hold the controllers, and they have the same haptic touch sensors as the Steam controllers. Dude, they're super cool, and they're wireless. Single-handedly the most futuristic thing we've ever had in this room, in a room full of future stuff. Like, there's a good chance that billions of light years from now, there's alien civilizations that have just, the moment we hold one of these up, they're like, okay, they're ready. And they're gonna show up at any time. All right, so today we're gonna set this up throughout the day. We're gonna get it running. Alex is going to get the game plugged in with it.
Hopefully.
And we're gonna start to do the fun stuff.
Yeah.
The launch of the game is gonna be in November, and so we've got our next, we've got a lot of sleepless months ahead of us. Well, not a lot of them though.
Yeah, that's the problem.
We have four sleepless months ahead of us to develop for this. So I'm working on videos. Alex is working on the game, and we're gonna put this together. And yeah, you guys are gonna enjoy Hyper Junkers. Cool. All right, let's set this up.
The temptation to poke these is very high, but I know that I shouldn't.
Man, if people thought the Wii was dangerous, this is
Yeah, look at that thing. You send that thing flying to your TV and it's
like, yeah!
Where are you right now?
This is our start menu for the game.
It seems a little bit more involved than most start menus.
It's pretty involved, yeah.
So the first thing you see when you'll spawn into Hover Junkers is you start up on this dock out in the middle of the desert. Presumably there used to be water here. I don't know.
It's a dried up lake bed.
Dried up
That's
lake
why
bed.
it's all on stilts, yeah.
Yep. You basically have your general menu options here, but you got a lot more to look at than usual. So based on your room space, you can kind of walk around. Most people tend to stay on the dock, but you know, obviously you kind of walk around. We've had this rug right here, kind of represents our dock.
Yeah, if I get all the way over to the edge, ooh,
Don't fall over, dude. Don't fall in the dust.
yeah, it's probably about a 8 to 10 foot drop to the ground. I'll set the controller down.
Set your gun down.
See, look at how perfectly that works with the ground.
Hell yeah, dude. Just sits right there.
Super cool.
So see your options in your menu. Dude, focus.
Right, so
Enter.
On the start menu, I can enter the bar, or I can go to target practice, or I can exit to the desktop. Eventually these won't be guns in my hands yet. It'll be these gloves, but they're not connected. So I'm gonna go to the target practice just to show you how we can navigate this menu. So basically I'll aim either gun at the menu, it doesn't matter. Click any button.
Shoot, you don't have to reach out and poke it. Just aim and pull the triggers.
Yeah, it knows.
Dude, trigger this one.
Rule number 2, always keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot.
Shooting range, pretty self-explanatory. You got your guns to try out. You're gonna want to practice aiming in this because unlike this isn't no Call of Duty. There's no auto aim. When you pull the trigger, it does what any gun should. Is it draws a straight line from where your gun was pointing straight to the target as a bullet would fly. So pretty much you're only gonna be as good as your actual aim. So
look at that.
Ideally, we hope to make a game where like you need to take your time. Like the person who pulls the trigger first is not the person who's winning. It's not about popping out and doing it. It's whoever's a little bit calmer, remembers to aim that gun, and then pulls the trigger. they're gonna hopefully get the landing the kills.
I'm just gonna spam the hell out of this thing.
Boom, 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 boom.
You can get down.
So take cover. Boosh, 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 boosh. Reload. Boom, 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 boom.
Miss almost every shot.
Dude, yeah, so Alex, you gotta be calm and collected, man. There you go. There you go. That's a little smarter right there, yeah. Find the holes. I never shot through the. I've never crouched down and shot past the sleeping bag.
It's really fun.
Are you gonna stick your gun in that cup? Pull the triggers.
That's so great.
People ask what the state of the tracking is. The tracking is so good that you don't have to think about it. It just pretty much works. The way it works is essentially it comes with 2 laser base stations that you use for tracking. And so these have lasers spinning it and they're sending out a pulse at 100 hertz. And those get received by the photodiodes on the headset and on the controllers. And these are all like work in progress. This is not what the final product's gonna be. They're coming out with a new industrial design for everything, but this is just the dev kit. And based on that, it's able to effectively triangulate the position of your controllers or head based on where it's receiving those signals from the lasers by calculating the different timing, the very slight different timing between when it receives them. And essentially, long story short of it, is that you can set it up. You can set them up on your desk. You can set them up kind of in the bookshelves next to your desk. You can mount them to your walls. Essentially, whatever's like in the field of view. Think of them as 2 GoPros. They're basically like a 124-degree field of view, each direction, like a square, big, wide GoPro. Essentially, whatever a GoPro could see from wherever you put them, as long as at least one of the stations can see at least like 3 or 4 of the photodiodes on your head or your hands, you have tracking. And so that's great because it can track multiple objects. Eventually, you can get they're open sourcing all the development for that, so you can get packs of extra trackers. So you could like toss a tracker onto the back of your chair, and suddenly your chair would be tracked in VR, and you could have that so you don't stumble over stuff.
I'm gonna blind fire and see if I hit any target.
I bet you won't.
None.
The odds of you hitting a target are so slim. Oh, you got one! So right now we have a simple counter. It says shots fired, targets hit, and then you have a reset button and a go back home button. So you can boop, reset the targets. But right now, the way it works is you tap the center touchpad, drops the clip out, and you use your thumb to circle, and you slam it back in there. And that's your guns there. Once the sounds are all turned on, dude, it'll be amazing. Dude. They want to see. All right, now we can prove right now. So it's like, all right, dude, this is lesson number 1. I mean, obviously you don't want to expose yourself too much, but if you sit there, you know, good stance, lean into it a little bit, you don't need kicks, you don't have to worry about it. And just boom, 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 boom. Way more accurate than the old you know, Boys in the Hood style, you know.
I'm gonna go to the inside of the box. Since the last time that everybody saw it, there weren't even textures on it, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Or we just started texturing. So now, back to the main menu, which is where everybody will really go. Now there's textures in this place. Gosh, this looks so cool compared to it without textures. The model is supposed to be built out of junk that our robot friend here has found in the wasteland. He's built
made
this
himself out of ketchup and mustard bottles.
yeah, you can see he's got a little mustard bottle on his body and a little hat.
So what's important is the menu, or this room inside the bar, while being cool to look at, it also exists as the lobby. And so this is where you set up the game type for either multiplayer or single player. Launch into it, set your settings that you're looking for, and then eventually launch into what you're looking for and get paired up with other players before doing a multiplayer match. Roll out. Oh dang! Dude, it launched you onto a ship.
Yeah, the ship's really tiny though.
I didn't know the cable.
We've got a little mini ship.
This is where we get into work in progress territory. Alex is chilling on his little ship.
It's so tiny.
You're on a baby ship.
A little baby ship, but you just sit down. Dude, you got 10 minutes. What happens when it gets to 0? I don't know. Oh!
It just flung those into the atmosphere.
It opened up and it ejected its contents like. Throw it in the box! There's no gravity on the things in there.
Yeah,
We might have ventured too far.
hit F.
F?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know which one F is? Oh, nailed it.
Yeah, there we
I know which one F is. It's the one with the little. It's the one with the underscore on it. Numpad will drive it.
Whoa!
Oh, I'm taking you for a ride, Alex!
Whoa!
Dude, awesome. Cool. We ventured further than we ever even thought was possible. So that's where we're at. So that's first time we really showed people it running a little bit.
Gameplay now is what's next. We got to make that ship actually flyable and attack other people.
Yep. So the shooting gallery is to continue pretty much perfecting the shooting mechanics. Make sure the guns feel really good. Make sure everything feels like, you know, rock solid in your hands. Getting everything working, and then ship. Soon we're gonna have the whole place we filled up with people going around as we test this thing going for launch. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you stay tuned here. We also have been streaming live on twitch.tv/stresslevel0 every single day, 5 days a week. I believe it starts about 1 p.m. So if you're interested in chill music and seeing what the heck we're up to and chit-chatting a little bit, pop in there. We rarely turn a microphone on. It's pretty much just the general screens, but you can always check in there and see how we're doing. Watch the progress of the game as it goes. Watch Nate work on the characters. Watch Kathleen work on the environments. Sometimes watch programming. Check it out. Come on by. Enjoy it on Twitch.
Sometimes 3D printing.
Sometimes 3D printing, sometimes Bandit. It's all kinds of shenanigans. Sometimes video games, and sometimes we talk. Yeah. Cool. Thanks for checking out, guys.